Hello, beautiful Leos. This is Karen, the Forest Empress, and I am here with your June reading for the first 2 weeks of June of 2017. I have pulled your spread already, and I will pull a Power Animal Oracle card at the end to tie everything together. So what we have at the bottom of the deck for your overall energy of this reading is we actually got the Seven of Cups. So you could be in a place in your life where you have a lot of choices. In fact, you have a great spread. We'll get into, your cards in just a little bit, but you could be having too many choices and that could be a problem. So you just have to be realistic about what choices you have, and don't be so idealistic that you don't see what is truly there. So that's what this overlying energy for this whole reading is telling us. Now let's get into the actual reading. Now the first card that we have is the past and the influence that the past has on your question. We have the Sun, which is one of the most positive card in the deck and one of the best cards to pull, and it is upright. This is the card of your ruling planet because Leo is ruled by the Sun, so this is awesome that it's coming up as we're going from May into June. This card is awesome. It means love, success, happiness. You could be entering a new phase of your life. Because there's a child depicted in this card, you could be coming across a new little one. Maybe you're pregnant, maybe somebody close to you is pregnant, maybe a new baby has been born, but that is goes along with the kind of new phase of life, or new things are coming in for you. If this is in regards to work, there could be a new project that you're taking on that really comes from your heart. It's something that maybe you're very passionate about, something that speaks very deeply to you. But this project is going to be very successful for you because it's coming up with the Sun, which pretty much guarantees success, as well as, when you're doing something that really reflects where your heart is and what your kind of, universe-given talents or God-given talents, if you want to say that either way, whichever way you want to think of it. When you're doing something like that, it really kind of gives it that extra oomph that a project needs. You know that if you're doing something and your heart's not in it, it's probably not going to turn out as well as if you really put everything into it that you have to offer. And so this is reminding us to do that. So whatever you're working on, if this is a relationship, if this is work, put your all into it. And Leos really can be very good at that. At this time, you are very charming to everybody. You are very charismatic. This is a good chance as we're going from May into June to just let yourself shine in whatever context need be, because people are really going to see you for the beautiful, wonderful, successful person that you are. And there's really a lot of opportunities here for achievement. Now, for the obstacle in your path, we have another major arcana. And we actually got the Tower. Now, it looks a little scary, but don't get freaked out because the Tower really just means that something could happen that could kind of act as an obstacle because that's where it has been placed in this spread. But there could be somewhat of a shaking of your foundation. So you could have an emotional outburst that affects you. Somebody else close to you could have one. But overall, you kind of just need to, during these 2 weeks, expect the unexpected because you don't know when this Tower will really come up. I want to say that it'll come up towards the more beginning of June. But all the ingredients for success and success coming quickly to you is all here. This Tower does not need to mean something bad because the Sun came up first and because all the other cards that you have are pretty good. In fact, as we get into them, there's another one coming up that's really good. This Tower could be something that shakes things up and not necessarily in a bad way. It could be shaking things up in a really good, positive way. Or if it seems like it's detrimental to begin with, it might not end up that way. It could be that you thought things were going a certain way. They're going a different direction now. It's tearing things up for you. It's kind of has this Tower-like situation, but it could turn out better than you expected. So kind of be open to that. And you just kind of need to process through this energy of the Tower because it is meant to be overcome and it showed up in your obstacles position. So it's saying that there is so much to be achieved when you overcome whatever this Tower situation is, whatever this obstacle is. And by the looks of it, you're going to be doing it because as we go into what we have for influences working in your favor, we have the 10 of Pentacles. This is about success. This is about money. This is about a strong foundation. So if a foundation was shaken up by the Tower, you could have created a stronger foundation, or because if the foundation could be shaken up in the first place, it might not have been strong enough to begin with. So if it is shaken up, you have the opportunity to create an even stronger foundation here. This is in regards to a kid, because I keep thinking about kids, especially since the Sun card came up. The Ten of Pentacles card also has a lot to do with family. So it could shake up your whole foundation that you find out you're pregnant, you're having a baby, or maybe you've been waiting to adopt a baby and it hasn't been happening, and you found out you're going to be getting one. It's going to be coming faster than you expected. And so you need to build this strong foundation. And this card is giving you, saying that you have everything to do it. It's just a matter of doing it. And, but you have everything there for you. If this is not in regards to a kid, if it's about work or a relationship, this is saying that the seeds that you have planted are going to be bearing fruit very soon. So whatever you've been working on, as long as you've been putting in the work and working hard, it is going to be fruitful. And this is, like with the Sun card, it's pretty much guaranteed when you get these two cards coming up, especially together. If you're looking to gain some kind of status or influence in your position at work or something like that, this is very positive for that as well. People are going to be seeing you in that position, whether you feel like you've achieved it or not. And you are going to actually have a lot of influence over people during this time. And actually, Leos are an excellent sign to have that kind of influence because they just are really amazing people. My daughter's a Leo, and I, can't gush about them enough. If this is in regards to a relationship, then this is saying that it's a very strong relationship. And so, this is a very positive card if you're going in that direction towards a relationship. And you have that strong foundation. So even if you're having issues in your relationship, maybe go back to that strong foundation and look at what makes up that foundation in the first place. And then maybe you can kind of rediscover what's going on with your relationship there. Now, this also in some cases can mean family money. It could mean you're getting an inheritance. I can't talk, I'm sorry. You could be receiving some money from a family member, but this is very positive. And, it being the Ten of Pentacles, it's probably a good chunk of money. So great. This is an awesome card. I hope that I get it for Pisces too. Anyway, so the card for your near future, we actually have the Four of Cups. So while you are on cloud nine, while you are allowing yourself to shine, getting success, the accolades, monies, achievements, whatever it is, positive things happening in your relationship, a new kid, whatever's going on here, don't let other people undercut your self-esteem. That's what this is reminding. And so in the near future, there could be something like that coming up. Pay no mind to these people. They are probably just jealous of everything that you're achieving right now. During this time, you might want to kind of evaluate what is serving you right now, what helped you get to this point of the Sun and of the Ten of Pentacles, and then you might need to remove things that are not serving you, that don't kind of mesh up well with what you are trying to continue to achieve, because you are already doing a lot of achievement here. This also is a card of reevaluation. So there could be something that you need to reevaluate. I know here that you have a lot of choices. So this could be an evaluation of all your different choices that you have, what direction you want to go in. But I think you're going to make the right decision. And if things seem to not go your way, or because there's kind of this cloud here that's handing this cup, so there's kind of this idea of a little bit of illusion here. Don't cry over spilt milk if something kind of goes awry. We still have the Tower coming up, so we don't know how exactly that Tower is going to manifest, even though the outcome is positive. Just remember that if you are experiencing the obstacles that come along with the Tower, that think about, is this really something worth getting upset over, is kind of what this is saying, because you have so many other positive things that this might be something that you just might want to say, you know what, I'm just not going to deal with that right now, or deal with it later, or deal with it now and move on, whatever you need to do. But success is pretty much imminent here. So for the long-term future, we actually have the Knight of Wands in reverse. So while all these wonderful things are happening to you, still continue to think about what's going on in your life. Be careful. Don't do something that you're going to regret later. someone could be trying, and it could be a fire sign, or this could be you. Somebody could be trying to hold you back in some way. It could be you. It could be your own self-esteem holding you back, because you have all these things that are, saying that there is going to be success, but you could be your own worst enemy in this case. So try not to let those thoughts have too much influence over you. And if it is a person, don't let somebody else have too much influence over you in this situation. The eventual outcome, we have the King of Swords in reverse. So towards the very end of the second week of June, you might be experiencing the energy of the King of Swords. Don't live too much in your own head while all these things are going on. Use common sense. And then this kind of has to do with like a battle between intellect and wisdom. So, things might seem like they are very cut and dry, but you might want to look to your past experiences to take on whatever this is that's coming. Because if you aren't looking to the actual wisdom that you've accrued over your life, it can block you. So don't sacrifice your wisdom for intellect in what's going on right now, especially with like the Tower here. Watch out for inequalities in relationships too. When this guy comes in reverse, that is something that you need to look out for as well as you go into the third week of June. Let's pull a Power Animal Oracle card to tie everything together for you beautiful Leos. This one wanted to come out, and it's the Dragonfly Illusion. So, we did have this card come up, and we had this for the overlying energy too. This has a lot to do with fantasies and illusions with the Seven of Cups. And that's why we're saying the advice here was not to delude yourself. So it's very appropriate that this dragonfly comes up. You know who you really are, is what the dragonfly is saying. And maybe take a walk in nature. If you live near water, the dragonflies are out right now. I mean, I don't know exactly where in the world you are, but here in Northern California where I am, we're coming into summer. And so I have a little creek by my house, and there are just dragonflies and damselflies everywhere. And they are so peaceful. And if you have a chance to kind of take that time to quiet your mind and meditate, maybe go for a walk, see if you can connect with the dragonfly and see kind of what energy that means to you. But you know who you are. You know what's going on. You're shining right now. You're having achievements, probably getting some good money here, but everything looks really, really, really good for you, Leos. So I hope you have a wonderful first 2 weeks of June. I'll look forward to seeing you at the end of June. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe, and I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much, and take care. Bye.